Hi, I'm Neil Kirby of the Red Rubber Ball Company. We're a firm of professional coaches. So we're working regularly with owners, directors, with partners in professional practices, and with their managers and consultants who want to progress to become the directors and partners of the future. We work with them on a one-to-one, completely confidential basis in a way that a coach would work with an athlete, say, who wants to improve their performance. And for us, we summarize what we do in one simple phrase, and that's anything is possible if you put your mind to it. So that the key thing that will help people develop, that will make them more successful, largely is around mindset. So the kind of mindset that is very entrepreneurial. So people who can take responsibility for the things that they want to achieve, who will just get out there and do them rather than waiting for somebody else to ask, who will be accountable. So they'll deliver up to standard, on time, on budget, without anybody else being there to nag them. So that's what we think of as that kind of entrepreneurial spirit, if you like, that anything is possible if you put your mind to it. So having been coaching business leaders and business managers now for nearly 15 years, we were asked whether that same anything is possible mindset is relevant to children and young people. And of course, for us, the answer was yes, because whilst we work primarily with business leaders, the mindset isn't unique to leaders. It's the kind of mindset that we think almost everybody should have, because people take the lead in their own life, they take the lead in community projects, they take the lead with their family, in many different ways, with career, things like that. So for us, that mindset applies in every everyday situation. So for us, we then started looking at how we could work with children and young people. And so we developed a version of our business program specifically to work with schools and youth groups and other community organisations. So being very community minded, a few years ago we set up our own charity in order to offer the same benefits that we've successfully given to our business clients to disadvantaged groups across both the UK and across the world. So one of those programs was a scholarship program that we set up just back in 2011. It started out with one young boy called John, who my wife and family and I sponsor. And so we provide the funds that pay for his secondary school education. So the issue in Kenya, which is where a lot of these scholarships are, really is around children who have lost parents, in many cases through things like HIV and AIDS, through malaria, through other diseases, or whose family is simply too poor to be able to afford education. Because the amount of income that they're generating is so low, they barely have enough to eat and maintain themselves. So education becomes a luxury they simply can't afford. And when I say our scholarships provide their education, what I mean is it pays their school fees, but also helps towards their uniform and the essential books, and especially it covers all of their boarding fees. Because in Kenya, most of the secondary schools have children boarding. So these are regular state schools, and children board to prevent them having to walk miles every day to school so that they don't have to do all their chores at home. It also means there's one less mouth to feed back at home. And also the facilities in schools are often better, so children can spend longer studying than they would do if they were at home.